Hey guys, welcome to another video from E-Waste Profits. In this video I wanted to go over different types of accessories that you can sell along with your PCs, and I think the focus for me, at least personally, is I like to have a level of convenience for my customers, meaning when they come and purchase a PC they don't have to go out to Best Buy because they forgot to get a monitor cable or an adapter. And a lot of businesses really don't know what to get. They might be scared because they now have a computer and they can't hook it up to the monitor that they just purchased, and they have an employee coming in on Monday and it's Sunday evening and now they're panicking. All of that could have been avoided because sometimes a customer gets in a position where they don't have any time left to order it on Amazon, so now they need something and they're in a rush. All could have been avoided. So I'll start with some of the most important things. Here's a good example. I have HDMI to VGA adapters, DisplayPort to VGA adapters. These types of adapters can be purchased on eBay and Amazon, usually for about anywhere from $3 to $4, $3 or $4. Sometimes you can get them cheaper if you buy them in bulk. Usually I'll find a vendor that will provide discounts, when you get 10 or more of these. I usually don't sell these for much. I think right now some of these I sell for like $5. And really it's not about making money. If I'm making $2 or $3, it's really not as important. Is when I sell a PC, my customers know that I'm going to give them everything working and I have everything that they need so that they don't have to make extra trips. And that's why they come back, because they like the fact that I already gave them everything that they need. I gave them a good price. Another one is I have DVI to HDMI adapters. A lot of the older computers or the older graphics cards only have a DVI port, and a lot of newer monitors that you purchase have HDMI and VGA, so this will offer the computer to still be used with a brand new monitor. This is a big one, Wi-Fi adapters. A lot of business PCs, especially the older ones, just don't have Wi-Fi. And a lot of customers will call me frustrated because they're like, how come it doesn't have Wi-Fi? Why doesn't it have Wi-Fi? And the real reason for that is a lot of the business PCs, for security purposes, just don't have Wi-Fi. If you're in a bank, you don't want all that financial information available over a Wi-Fi network. So that's one reason. And the other reason is Wi-Fi in the business world is just not as reliable as a wired connection. So for those reasons, you usually don't see Wi-Fi on a business computer. But with a lot of small businesses, they might have just moved into a new office and they just haven't gotten everything wired yet. So they're really the real only option that they can use is a Wi-Fi adapter. Or they might be in an old office or a temporary office where they just have no plans to get the office wired. So really the only option they have is a wireless connection. So these are always helpful, and you'll find that I usually get these I think for about $5 or $6 a piece, and I usually sell them for about $15. And depending on the sale, I might throw it in if it's a decent purchase, or I'll just charge the $15. This is a big deal because you'll find that there's not that many retailers anymore that sell Wi-Fi adapters. You might find like Office Depot or Best Buy, and I recently looked on Best Buy and the cheapest Wi-Fi adapters that you can find are like $30-$40. So even if the customer has the ability to go to Wi-Fi, it has the ability to go to Best Buy, you're talking about double, triple the price of what you could have sold it for. I usually get the Wi-Fi AC. You try to get at least a good solid connection. don't buy the cheap crap, the Wi-Fi N. You're just going to have customers complaining again that you sold them something that's really slow. Try to stick with Wi-Fi AC at least. Next one is, I don't have any ones in a package right now, but I have like SanDisk 16 gigabyte or 32 gigabyte USB 3 USB drives. These are extremely helpful because a lot of customers might want to have a copy of Windows installer on the USB drive, or they just need an extra USB drive and they find it handy. So you might find a lot of people are just asking for a standard USB drive. And you can get USB drives on, again, Amazon or eBay, or some OEM vendors. You can buy them in bulk, and even if it's only $10, you can sell them for like $15. Or if you get them for $7 or $8, you can sell them for $10 a piece. Really, it's about convenience. I have portable SSDs, external drives. These are really handy to have if you have customers that want to make a bunch of backups. Maybe they just don't have an extra drive and they want some extra space. These are relatively cheap. The 2 terabyte external drives. I got 1 terabyte SSDs. They can go for various prices. So I'm not really going to go over the prices on those because they can vary significantly. But it's a nice convenience that they have extra space, or you might do data recovery for a customer, and they want to dump a bunch of data onto a drive. And what's not more convenient that you don't even have to send them to Costco or Best Buy. They can just buy it right there, good price and everything. Another thing I have is USB 3 external drive enclosures. They've gone up a little bit in price because the recent chip shortage, but I usually get these, I think, for about $8 or $9. I sell them for like $15, maybe 20 if it's a nicer unit. What's really nice about these is a lot of times I'll fix a laptop and upgrade the customer's laptop to a solid state drive, and they might want the old drive. And what's cool is you don't even need a screwdriver. You can just remove this out, put the SATA drive in there, close it up, and plug it right in through a USB. So really convenient. And I don't even think you can get this kind of stuff at Best Buy or local stores. You can get it on Amazon, but again, a lot of customers don't even know what to buy. So you can sell this to them. You can put the drive in there so that they don't even have to do anything. All they have to do is plug it into a USB connector on their new PC or their laptop, and they're good to go. And I always stock up on different types of monitor cables. You're always going to have a need for a cable, and I'll try to stock up on VGA cables, DVI cables, HDMI cables, DisplayPort cables, and there's also special cables where you have maybe DisplayPort to HDMI. If you see these things in bulk for cheap, or if you see these at the e-waste, get them as much as you can and as cheap as you can, because you will sell them and customers are going to need them. So these are really handy to have. And I forgot to mention the adapters here. Sometimes I might see these at the e-waste where a company had a whole box of them, and I've seen ones in many cases that are brand new and never even been used. And at some places they just want to get rid of it. I might buy pieces for like 30 or 40 or 50 cents a piece, whereas if I had bought these online, you're talking about like $2 or $3, maybe even more. So if you see an opportunity where you see a whole box of stuff, chances are you're going to end up using it. And even if you don't use it, you could always sell them on eBay. Sometimes I've gotten so many I couldn't even use them all myself, and I would sell a box of them on eBay and then just keep the rest for myself. And after I sold them on eBay, I pretty much got the rest for free, so it all works out. And there's other things that you can include for purchases, like network cables. I always have a lot of people that they buy a bunch of PCs and they don't have any network cables. So whenever you see cheap network cables, either at the e-waste or if you see them online, cheap in bulk, like 6-foot cables, just make sure they're Cat 6 and just buy a whole bunch of them. The other thing, I don't have them in front of me, is just regular mice and keyboards. A lot of people like to have a complete setup, and a lot of times I don't have monitors because they sell really quickly, but sometimes people want monitor, PC, mouse, keyboard, Wi-Fi adapter, everything complete. So if you can have monitors in stock, good. If you have keyboards and mice, good. Sometimes I used to sell mice and keyboards used, but once in a while I'll find a whole cache of keyboards and mice brand new in the box at an e-waste, and I'll buy them for like 50 cents, $1 a piece, and I'll usually sell the combo for like 10 bucks. I haven't bought them online. I'm sure you could probably buy them cheap as well, but again, it's all about the convenience. And a lot of customers will be happy to pay the retail price of whatever they would have paid at Best Buy. For example, if you can get a wireless mouse and keyboard combo and you can get it for like 15-20 bucks, I'm sure customers would be happy to pay $5 or $10 extra, you know, just to have it and not have to make that extra trip. So you might find there's other types of accessories that I haven't really mentioned here. After you sell stuff for a while and you're dealing with customers in your particular area and your particular type of what kind of business it is or what type of person it is, you might find that there's a particular set of accessories that you might want to carry, and so you'll find out that for yourself over time. I've just found a lot of these basic things, you know, as easy as they may be to find at different stores, great to have on hand, and customers really appreciate the fact that you just save them the trip and the hassle. One thing that I've made the mistake of myself is sometimes I'll sell a computer and not even ask the person whether they need anything. So what I would do when you're selling a PC or a laptop, make a list for yourself to remind yourself to ask, hey, you know, do you need a Wi-Fi adapter? Do you need a monitor adapter or a monitor cable? Do you need a USB drive? You know, and a lot of customers will thank you for basically reminding them of all the stuff that they really do need, because for me, a lot of customers are coming pretty close, you know, so making a trip back is not really a big deal. But I have had customers in the past that made a 45-minute trip, and you really don't want them to have to make a 45-minute trip back just for a $5 adapter, you know. Some customers might be in a remote area where they don't even have a Best Buy or a Costco. I was talking to a customer the other day and said, you know, if you want a good deal on brand new monitors, go to Costco. And he told me he's in Wyoming. He said Costco's 100 miles away. So you can imagine, especially today with gas prices as high as they are, if you could save somebody a trip, you're probably saving them 10 bucks right off the bat. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any comments that you think I forgot something, or just helpful things that you found that work for you, definitely leave a comment. And if you found this video educational, just give me a like. I really appreciate that. That helps me get up there in the YouTube algorithms.